everyone, Denise here. Today is my work in progress Wednesday video. It is a little bit late for August, but not too late. So let's get started. Last time I talked was in July about my works in progress, and I had mentioned a crochet or a make-along that Vone Kevitz was doing. She decided on a Red Heart pattern. It's on redheart.com. And these are the socks that I created with that pattern. They are made with Red Heart Chic Sheep yarn. This is the lace colorway that I usually dye. And then this is dragon fruit, and this is called poolside. So I used 3 different colors of Chic Sheep. These are a little bit thicker socks. They're really good for lounging around the house. I do believe they're a little too thick to wear with shoes, unless your shoes are loose. But go ahead and check that pattern out. It is on redheart.com. I will link you in the description below, and I will also link you to Vone's video of the make-along. So the next thing that I spoke about in my video last month was the Drunken Granny Blanket. And that was I used some Caron cakes. They were Caron Cupcakes, I believe. And I don't remember what the colorway was. I had lost the sleeve to the yarn. So I will have to try to remember what the colorway was. I will let you know in the description below. I will link you to the video, and I will let you know the colorway of the yarn. This is Caron Cupcake. And it came with a little pom-pom with it, but obviously I didn't use the pom-pom. This measures about 28 by 31. I ran out of yarn, so that's the size it's going to be. I really like the color progression with the stitch. I like the stitch a lot. It's great for when you're watching TV shows and you don't need to pay a lot of attention. It is quick to make as well. So let's see. I had mentioned a headband that I was working on. This is a pattern by Marley Bird in a Leisure Arts book, and I will link you to that as well. The headband is done. I have not decided if I'm going to dye it or not, because I like the color, the natural color of it right now. So I'm still debating on dyeing it. And then I had made the vest video for you. I don't have the vest in front of me, but I will try to insert a picture. Try to remember to insert a picture. Of the vest and link you to the tutorial for that. I have also created the Stitch Marker Bracelet, and that is crochet, and it is simple, and you just add whatever stitch markers that you would like to it. Zoom in there to show you. These charms are bronze color, and that is one of my favorites. This is sock yarn that I used for that. And then I did a tutorial on the Easy Peasy lemon peel dishcloth or washcloth. Love those. Been using the match to this one. And I finished a hat as well. This is leftover dye from some dyeing I did with Miranda. We did ice dyes, and that was so fun. Ice cube dyeing. I really want to do that again. I had black left over, and so I had a cake of yarn, and I put it in some water, and I squeezed all of the dye in the center of it, and I should recreate that and show you a video. This is how it turned out. This is a knit hat, and as you can see, there's pretty much no black at all. It broke, the color broke into its blues and its pinks and purples that the dye is consisted of. So this is just a simple knit one, purl one rib hat that would fit anyone from the age of 2 to an adult because of the stretch to it. Love that simple pattern. That is a classic and timeless hat. Let's see. see. I did make 2 different scarves. Vone Kevitz has 2 different patterns. I'll link you to those. This is the crochet version, and it calls for a thicker yarn, like the blanket yarn. This is Bernat Blanket. This is Bernat Baby Blanket, and this is Bernat Blanket in, I want to say antique white. Can't remember the colorway of the top, but they went really well together, and I made 2 identical of that scarf, and or cowl, I guess you could call that as well. These 2 patterns that she had made, they're really kind of like a create your own adventure, and I like that because it appeals to the designer in me. And so I feel like while I'm still doing her pattern, I'm kind of doing my own as well, and I like that a lot. This is the other one. Let's see, this one was called Ruth, and then this other one that I did by Vone is called Esther, and this is, oh, I don't know if I can get it all into the frame. I'll insert a picture so you can see its beauty. But this is also sort of a create your own adventure. This is a knit scarf, and I really enjoyed making this. The yarn that I used was Impeccable by Loops and Threads. It's a tweed, and I really enjoyed this. This has this seed stitch just like the headband that I showed you, except she had some drop stitch sections in here, and then there's the sleeve that's crocheted. Really gorgeous design. I really enjoyed making this. I enjoyed looking at it as I made it, and I thoroughly love it, and I think it might be mine. So I was thinking about giving it as a gift, but I really like that pattern. So let's see, what else have I done? See, I dyed some yarn. This is some Dyer Supplier yarn, and I'll see if I can get a video for this edited and out to you. And then I started a pair of knit socks, but I did not get far. This is some yarn that I dyed quite a while back. Do not have a tutorial on that, but I used food coloring and a heavy saturation of it to keep that color going in it, and this is all I have done thus far, because I had started one and I made it gargantuan. It was crazy big. Had to rip it out and frog it and start over. So I'm less ambitious when I start something over. And so it's kind of put on hold because I have been working on this 6-day kid blanket, which I really enjoy this pattern. It is a great design. I think it's very clever. There is some counting involved, but once you get the hang of this pattern, it's very easy and it works out pretty quickly. I am making this as a gift for somebody who is in a wheelchair part of the time, and I thought this would keep him warm and cozy this upcoming winter. So I am working on this. I have just a speckle of the white in between the blue and orange sections because he is a huge Bronco fan. So I'm going to edge this and trim it in the white, and it's going to be about 3 foot by 4 foot long, so that it will cover up his legs all the way down to his feet. And I am using Red Heart for this project. The orange is carrot, and the blue is blue suede, and the white is white. So I'm hoping to get that done by my next Work in Progress Wednesday video. I have nothing else going on right now as far as projects go, but I am going to design a hat because that is part of our community poll that we did, and the hat was the last thing on the list percentage wise. So now that fall's coming up, I think a hat is very appropriate, and I had asked on the giveaway video if you were making any gifts for the upcoming holiday season, and I think a hat might actually fit very well into the spirit of all of that. So I will be getting a hat pattern going for you and get a tutorial out for you guys. And the other thing we have been working on around here is a home office. So let me show you just a small clip of that. So here is half of the room that is finished. This room used to be a white color, sort of an off-white color, and now it is a bluish gray. And although only half of it is done, this has been quite the project. My husband has been a huge help, and I love him to death for helping me with this, because after getting so many rooms painted, I'm getting tired. I'm getting a bit tired, so I love the help and I appreciate it so much. And this is only half of it. The other half I need to set up my desk and get it all ready so that this is a complete office. But I like the progress so far. I'm enjoying the way the room looks, and it feels nice and cozy. So that is the other thing we've been doing. So projects I have started are the 6-day kid blanket, which you're looking at right now. I'm a little over halfway done on that one. And then I started the socks, which have sort of been put on hold. They are knit, and I would love to have some knit socks because they feel so wonderful when they are handmade. And then my finished projects are Vone's 2 scarves, which are Ruth and Esther. Beautiful patterns. Go check them out. One is knit, one is crocheted. And I finished the simple rib hat that is knitted. I finished my headband. Super happy about that. And then I finished the Drunken Granny Blanket. And then I made the Stitch Marker Bracelet and Easy Peasy Lemon Peel Dishcloth, Washcloth. I dyed some yarn, and I made the vest. So I will link you to all of these things below, and I thank you so much for watching. And like and subscribe if you wish. Feel free to share the videos on your Facebook pages, in your groups, if you're allowed to share these things. And yeah, I appreciate all of my viewers, and I love reading your comments. Even if I don't reply to every comment, I read every single comment that is left. So thank you so much for all of your support, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully next week I'll get you a hat pattern tutorial out so we can all start working on gifts if that's what we're going to do. Otherwise, let's make ourselves a hat. Sometimes it's nice to make ourselves something. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and until next time, bye.